And yes, this is the 260. We are live from Maple Creek Middle School, and this is the 7th annual Carroll Youth Football Jamboree. And Dave, we got some ballers with us. It's been a beautiful day, great community event. People have come out, and we've got White Lightning with us right now,
White
Dave.
Lightning.
Let's go. Daniel Waltz. And Daniel, you just got done playing out there in the gridiron. Tell us a little bit about the Jamboree and give us an idea of some plays that you made out there.
So I kept getting kicked, and my dad, right over there,
Yes.
he kept saying, use that anger, that what you're getting kicked
Yes,
with, and just go.
Just go and play. And that's what football is all about, right? Channeling your emotions. I see your great dad's over there coaching you. Talk about the emotions of football, but talk about coming out here and be able to play for your dad.
Well, my dad's not the coach. He's just like my dad.
So I'm gonna tell you a little. I'm gonna tell you a little story though. All the dads that are out here, they're not coaching, but yet they're kind of like a coach, because you know what? They come out here and support you.
They want to see you do the best.
Yeah. Who is your coach for White Lightning?
So his name's Nick Carlson.
Okay, Nick. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick, for all your efforts with the kids. Yeah,
And
great
your
guy.
time.
Yep. What do you like most about playing for White Lightning?
The sportsmanship. It's like really good.
Well, he's right. I just watched him get done. They all lined up, shake hands. You obviously go to school with a lot of them,
Yeah, yeah.
so you're friends.
What position you play?
I play on the O-line and the D-line.
That's right. You're a dog playing on the old line, right? You like playing the line? You like getting those blocks? You like the physicality of the game?
Love it.
Love it. You hear that? Not even a hesitation. That's a future dog on Friday Night
He
Lights.
is so focused right now, man.
That's awesome, man. Now, who's your favorite player for Carroll High School? When you go to the games on Friday nights, is there a guy you really like to kind of watch or somebody you really enjoy watching playing?
Just everybody, like in general.
You like every? What about Caden Abs on that? He's going to be awesome on that offensive line this year,
a big
playing
boy.
tackle. That's a big boy. That'd be a fun guy. Do you like that, or do you kind of like Jimmy right there throwing the ball around?
Or Braden laying the wood.
Or Braden laying the wood, huh?
Braden.
Yeah, I had a feeling Braden laid in the wood.
Shouts out to Braden Steely. So, yeah, I tell you what. Well, excitement, right? Mm-hmm. Jamboree.
First
Now,
day.
next Saturday, it's go time, isn't it? It's games, isn't it? How excited are you for the first game next Saturday?
So excited.
So excited. Absolutely. Now, look who else is with us, Dave. Give them your name.
Go ahead, son.
Go ahead.
My name's Brody DeBoard.
Yep, Brody. And Brody,
You're at Maple Creek?
Yep, correct me if
Yeah.
you're playing middle school football for Maple Creek, aren't you, Brody?
Yep.
Yeah,
What grade?
What position you play in? What grade?
Linebacker, and I'm in 7th grade.
Oh yeah, you're playing linebacker in 7th grade.
This is your first year there.
Yeah.
Now, Brody, talk about how the Carroll Youth Program kind of got you ready, because now that jump to 7th grade football, that's a big jump. There's always big jumps in the pyramid of football. The jump to 7th grade football is big. Obviously, the jump to freshman year football is big. What's that kind of been like? What have you seen? Because you've done so well with the youth program. What's it like now making that jump to 7th grade, Brody?
I say just making that jump to 7th grade, it's been pretty big. Just
Yeah.
super hard to just play for middle school because it's a lot different.
Yeah, it
That's-
is. And every year the game will get faster. But you know what the beautiful thing is, Brody? It will slow down for you. And you know what?
Yeah.
And 7th grade's tough because, you've got so much more of the conditioning. You have to learn more plays. And that's the beautiful thing about football is just the thinking of it. Now, we could sit here with White Lightning and just fire off the ball and smack guys, can't we? But, Brody, also what's exciting with 7th grade is you're learning more about the game. So, talk a little bit about some of the guys you're going to play with over at Maple Creek. You got some buddies you're playing with over there?
Rylan Cameron was actually on this.
Yeah, Rylan. Rylan was just on
broadcast.
earlier. Yeah, so you're going to play with Rylan. That's a great guy to play with.
Yeah. He's a really, really good quarterback.
Oh, he
yeah.
is the quarterback.
Yeah,
good.
very well. I'm not surprised. He kind of had that look about him.
Lean look of him.
Yeah. Now, how about you, man? Going over to 7th grade with Maple Creek, what are some of the guys you look up to and you go to the games on Friday nights, guys that you kind of would love to kind of model your game after that play for Carroll High School right now?
Well, Jorge Valdez.
Oh, Jorge was a dog. Yeah, Jorge's playing for Indiana State. Jorge had the interception, probably the biggest interception in the 2-6-0 to save that game last year against Lafayette, Jeff. So you like Jorge, huh?
Yeah, I know his brother. He played for Greyhound over there.
Greyhound, baby. Say it, Greyhound, not White
Hey,
Lightning.
Greyhound.
Actually, you know what's funny is I was told last year that when Braden Steele made a tackle in the game, he jumped up one high school game and screamed Greyhound, you know. So you gotta love that, man, when the youth just sticks with you. But now you play linebacker. What about Justin Anderson? He's a thumper that plays for Carroll. What about his game? You gotta like watching him play?
Well, I haven't really seen much of him play.
Just wait, man. If you get a chance on Friday nights, if you can, I don't want to get in trouble. If you can on Friday night, I think I lost my mic for a second. So if you can on Friday night, if you can sneak down that sideline and watch Justin Anderson run sideline to sideline and square up and bring his pads, you're gonna love that if you're playing linebacker.
Hey, that I can already hear like. Sorry, I'm kind of stoned, but
You're all right. Hey,
thank you. You're
one
good.
of my biggest thing is, are you going to start hitting the weight room a little bit this year?
oh, I'm already hitting the weight room.
That's right. You tell him I'm already hitting the weight room. Hey, bench press. Yeah, do it again. Do it again.
Look at that.
That's a little guns, man. That's a little guns. You know what?
I'm working them.
You know what? Right now, for both you guys, bench press, squats, deadlifts, and power cleans. Those are the 4 lifts that it takes to get to that. So that's exciting. And last question for both of you. I want you guys to look in the camera and White Lightning. Daniel, I'll let you go first. Look in that camera. What does it mean to you to come out here and play for Carroll Youth Football?
So it's like, I don't really know how to explain it. It just like makes me so happy playing football.
Yes.
You can tell.
That's it. You
You
know
can
what?
tell.
That's beautiful. You just said it all. And how about you? Playing for Maple Creek Middle School. What's it mean to play in the Carroll Youth program, but now you're playing for the great Maple Creek Middle School program?
Hey, Maple Creek, I've just been waiting years and years just to play for middle school. It's been so long, and I'm already getting getting to play for him. I'm already ready to hit a big guy, just like any big guy. Lay him out.
Woo, I love it, man. That's great. There you go, man. Greyhounds and White Lightning, Dave. Another great group of interviews, man. Well, congratulations, guys. And you know what? Good luck with the football. You know, we're all proud of you, and it's awesome you can play in this great program out here. And good luck with Maple Creek, okay?
Yeah.
There you go, Sonar. Greyhounds and White Lightning. Greyhounds and White Lightning on the 2-6-0. So coming up next, we're going to corner Brian Nix at some point and get him down the seat. But again, this has been a great day of Carroll Youth Football, the 7th year of the Jamboree.
Hey, Daniel.
We are
Is that your
the
brother?
2-6-0.
Curly hair?
Yeah.
Kid Leroy? Yeah.
You play out.
And yes, we are back on the 260, rolling through the 260 with your youth football on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Sonar's in the house from Chicago. We got Denise down here. Everybody's working hard to put this together. And Dave, we got called out this week. We got called out by the great Brian Nix. And
I was
Dave,
like, damn, Brian.
and Dave called me up, Sonar, and he says, "Do you see that on Twitter?" And I said, "I sure do. What are we going to do about that?" But you know what, brother? Thank you for calling us out.
Thank
and you
you.
know what? We are excited to come out here and be able to do a podcast. And thank you, Sonar, for being able to make all this happen. But, man, congratulations, brother. The 7th annual Carroll Youth Football Jamboree. And you know what, man? Just the attendance, the food trucks, the cheerleading.
Yeah.
I learned so much about that program from Amanda Myers. And
Great
we
lady.
had the
Great
great
lady.
Paula Steele on with the sponsorships and Rick Hobbs. We had his beautiful daughters on. So, man, what a great day of youth football, brother. And you know what? Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
You know, the 260 was proud of what you guys are doing out here,
Appreciate that.
Brian.
Appreciate that. Yeah, there's a lot of great people that are involved, and Rick is our commissioner, and him and his wife have done, you know, a lot of good things and worked really hard. And like I told you, this is a celebration of youth football, man. This
It
is how
is.
it's supposed to be.
This is how it's supposed to be. And I tell you what, from a guy who's in a little bit of a battle with youth football, it's refreshing to come out here and see how it's supposed to be. And when Dave talked about it, when we had you on the podcast, we really got a nice feel for what you guys have built out here at the youth football. But Dave said, Joe,
Hearing it, Joe, but now being able to see it, wow.
That's exactly right. Dave said, hey, man, we got to go out there tomorrow and on Saturday. We really got to be able to see what they're doing and to be able to step back and see. And just to drive down Union Chapel Road, man, you could feel the energy, man, when I came around the little loop.
I'm not kidding you. It reminds me, sometimes you'll be on Carroll, and you'll be coming up to the State Road 3, and the fair's on. And you'll see the big crowd, and that's the first thing I thought of when I was down there at the light. I'm like, damn, this is a big event.
Yeah.
And I got to ask you, man, who came up with the names of the teams? I love it. Orange Crush, the Greyhounds, White Lightning.
You know,
how did you guys, I mean, this probably goes way back, but any idea how these names are awesome, man.
And I like the alumni part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't know about the names. Ben may know why, you know, how the names got started, but you guys bring up a good point about, you know, the legacy. Like, so,
the legacy.
You know, if you're on blue, then you're on blue until you age out.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be.
Brings a lot of pride.
And families too. So, so like the Steelies.
Paula was saying.
Yeah, Paula was saying they were Greyhounds for life, huh?
Right. And that's Coach Ben. I mean, that's what he tells the
friends
kids.
for life.
Yeah, yeah. And I tell you what, I did high school football for almost 25 years, whether it was radio.
Right.
You know, I did state championship games, did games on Summit City Sports and all that.
Right.
When you go out on a Friday night and they flip the mic on, they flip the camera on, we do the games, you can see who's coming up from what youth program.
Yeah.
You know, the relationships they had with the youth coaches, what they were taught, the discipline. And I got to be honest with you, I think that has been so key to the success of the Carroll High School program.
Hey, look at Ben. Tell Ben to turn around.
Ben, spin it around for a minute. Show him your back. Look at that.
What a great shirt.
Do your job.
And you know what?
Greyhounds.
And you know what, Ben? That is brilliant, because you know what? Sometimes, Ben, football can be that simple, can't it? Just do your job. Come on in, Ben. Ben, come on over here. I want to come join us, man. You know, I think that's brilliant, because you know what, Ben, have a seat. I'm gonna give you the headset. I think that's brilliant.
So just a little bit of background.
Once you introduce Ben a little bit, everybody.
On Coach Ben Nyman over there. Coach Ben, I think it's over 20 years part of this league. So when you ask questions about,
so you date back to Hap
teams,
so you're the OG. You're the OG.
He's the one you want.
I am the OG.
Get a little closer to that mic, Ben. There you go.
We're going to make you a shirt, OG.
I'm sorry. Try it now, Ben. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
So I graduated from Carroll in 2002. So I was out about a year and had to get my football fixed somehow.
Ben, that's great.
And got involved with the league back when it was HAP. And HAP actually started in 1997.
Did it really? Wow. See, Dave, now we're getting – this is good. We're getting
you're
some
getting
history.
the history now.
So Ben, I was asking.
I'm the league historian. Yeah.
I was asking Brian yesterday about the Pelks.
Yes.
He doesn't know them.
No.
And I'm like, I know they played in this league.
Well, the Pelkingtons, there's some cousins and stuff like that. So
they live right there.
Yeah. So there were some Pelkingtons that played for the Greyhounds.
Yeah.
Quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
But you know how his first names get lost over the years.
Yep.
And,
Yeah. That's why they're all Pelks.
But that's why they're all Pelks. So, and they were good players for us.
Yes, they were.
So Ben, can you answer that question on how the names came to be in the league?
It was just basically you got to pick it. Whoever was starting that team for the first time got to pick their name.
I love the Greyhounds, man.
It was supposed to be just Greyhounds, but then it was like Greyhounds, so I feel like that's a little bit redundant, but we are the Greyhounds. And again, it was just something, well, we're wearing gray jerseys, it just makes sense that we're the Greyhounds, so that's how that came about. But yeah, each team got to pick their own name.
I think it's so important to the relationships that you guys are making with the kids and over the years. And I'm going to be honest, and I want you to correct me now. When I played back in the Summit Athletic Conference, and we used to play some of the teams out in the county, we always kind of thought you guys were a little soft at times.
Not
and
anymore.
when Homestead and Carroll came into the Summit Athletic Conference, there was a lot of talk like, I wonder how they'll do. Are they going to be able to step up the physicality? Woo! I tell you what, boy, the last 3, 4, 5 years, Carroll is the physical team, man. And I tell you what, the work out here,
It comes from here.
the work that it begins here, the love of the game, the feeder program to the middle schools. I can't say enough of the true community and the program that Carroll has now for you guys.
Absolutely. Well, having a state run like we had last year, getting down to that game.
And what that mean to you, Ben? I mean, we all walked in from the 2-6-0, and we were all kind of chanting. We were excited to have a 6A team breakthrough. But for you, man, what does that mean to walk in, man,
for
and
me,
some of the kids you had?
Well, for me personally, because I'm homegrown Carroll, I played at Carroll.
Yeah.
I bleed Carroll blue. And it meant a lot to me. And, some of my other coaches, another coach who we actually played ball together in high school. So to watch the success happen and then to know that, I feel really proud of the guys because a lot of those guys out there running around making plays played for me in this league.
I know. That's what I was telling you. I mean,
It's got to be special for
It
you,
is
man.
very special.
I would have been in the stands barking, man.
So I was.
I bet you were.
And
Did you cry when you walked in there?
a little bit.
I bet
Wow,
you
there
that's
was
beautiful.
there was a feeling in my throat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chokes you up.
Chokes you up.
what it's all
Like this
about.
is just so I dreamed of playing on that field, never
Yeah.
got to.
Sure.
We've been so close going to regional year after year,
Yeah.
getting knocked out by Carmel,
Yeah.
getting knocked out by this
Penn.
team, Penn.
Yeah.
And it was just nice to be like really relevant and be like, I think we have a program here,
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
and it
have
starts right here.
And these are all those kids are your kids, man. It's
Right.
got to be a special.
And you know what? They'll always be my kids wherever they're
Yeah.
at. So
That's beautiful.
I've,
That's a
I've
great
got
answer, man.
I've got a couple kids playing college football. Right, Jeff Becker was one of my kids.
Yeah.
Up there at South Dakota
One of the
State.
best high school quarterbacks I've ever saw.
Yeah.
I
And
really thought that was a smart move for him when he went there.
for sure.
Because
That's a big-time
who was
program.
it that just came out and went to the pros?
Trey Lance.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a smart move.
Absolutely. And he's freshman last year. Made some. Got noticed a little bit as a practice squad. I believe he was the practice squad player of the year up there on offense.
Yeah.
So
Putting the work in.
Yeah, he's putting the work in, and like I told him, it's just keep climbing the ladder. I know he's got aspirations of actually being QB1 one day there, but he's got some dudes that are ahead of him, and that's just keep getting noticed.
Just got to work, man.
Because the game of football,
It doesn't work out. for
2
everybody.
plays from now, you could be the guy under
Yeah.
center.
That's so true, isn't it? That's so true. And for both of you, Brian, I'll let you answer, then Ben can answer. When you come out here for the Jamboree today, 7th annual Jamboree, the next week you guys kick off with your games, do you still get that tingle, that excitement? I know, like every August when football season comes,
Right.
I drive by those fields and I smell the grass, or I hear that hut, hut. I still kind of get that tingle.
Yeah, I mean,
do you still get that, Brian?
How can you not, right? Like, if you love football and you have a pulse, then you're getting juiced up a little bit. I coached Orange since 2015, and the Gray and Orange are scrimmaging today. And
Orange Crush,
and I
let's go.
see some of those kids that I coached last year, and I see them running hard, and I'm cheering, and then I'm thinking, I'm supposed to be neutral here. It's so hard, right? Because, great run, way to run hard, great tackle, and just
That's
really
what
good stuff.
your boys said about you. And I want to reiterate. Every one of these kids are yours, man.
Yep.
I mean, you put your arms around them, you're, cheering for them. Same with you, Ben. I mean, you guys do a spectacular job.
Yep, thank you.
Me and Sona are over here yesterday scoping things out. You guys have been to Gordon's, getting everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys put in a lot of time, and
A lot of
effort.
work, yeah.
Yeah, like I told you guys a few months ago, it's 10 people on the board that are selflessly serving all the time.
Yes.
Not
It's
for our
so-
children, but for our community.
Yeah, it's so evident, and that's the key word, and that's why I put it out on Twitter, community.
Yes.
For me, it's just I hope people find value in what we do outside of the game of football. So if they can
You have
find,
my praise, man.
Yeah,
You definitely have my praise.
If
I
they
mean,
can
you do a
find-
great job.
Yeah, if they can find value in team building, leadership skills, just
Joe-
doing the right thing, that's really what I care about.
Joe always talks, he lost his father early.
Yeah, I lost my father when I was 10. I always tell
so
Dave.
right there, he's at these kids' age, and he talks about it, and a lot of his coaches were his,
I figure. Yeah.
A guy like you, Brian, or Ben, when I lost my father, showing up to youth football, everybody's father was there but mine.
Yeah.
And I had a coach that put his arm around me. He says, I love you. It's okay. We're going to play football. And you can come out here and express that anger or express that frustration, and we're going to channel it and work on it. And my God, I went all the way and played for the University of Cincinnati, And I look back and I think, where would I have been without guys,
those mentors.
without mentors or guys like you? And that's why you guys probably know that's why I've been so passionate in this fight out Southwest and against Kurt Tippmann and Virgil Tharp and these guys about trying to take away our youth tackle football, because I'm passionate because I know not just the tackle football, but showing up and having a guy like you there, Ben. Hey, Walburn, did you go to school today? Yeah. Hey, get your pads on. I had a male role model that stepped in and filled that void. And talk about that. Obviously we're out here talking football and day's a great day, but there's probably times, Ben, where you guys step in and maybe be a little bit of a psychologist, or maybe step in and fill those different roles and wear those different hats.
Absolutely. Without getting too into people's lives.
Sure.
But yeah, you always just try to put yourself out there to be available.
Yeah.
I know Brian's probably had some more serious
I've had a
situations
couple of-
where kids have lost parents
Yeah.
under him that
so
he's been
it's-
able to fill in. Fortunately, I've not had to have that kind of, but
Sure.
you get kids with parents going through stuff at home, and they're just needing some extra love.
And it's
I
a
don't-
place to
yeah,
come to.
yeah, it's a place to come to.
For me,
This is a
it was
community event.
Yeah, for me it was kind of like a base that I could go to. Out
Right.
here, this is a tremendous community event and a tremendous organizational structure. So as a kid, I just don't see you. It's going to be tough to fall through the cracks out here, Dave, because you have a support system. You have structure.
And look how big it is, man.
Yeah, it's tremendous, man.
And they're not done building.
Well, like you had Paula Steele on earlier.
Yeah.
She was fantastic.
And we developed that mantra that once a greyhound, always a greyhound. And
that's awesome.
And the fact of the matter is, I don't care if they're greyhounds, Red Bulls, Orange Crush. We're all
Carroll.
We're all trying to be Carroll Chargers here.
Right.
And I think as long as our league and everybody involved with it treats each of the kids in this league and regardless of color with that kind of respect,
Yeah.
it's just going to continue
I
to
tell
grow
you,
here and be
Dinan
beautiful.
ought to be very, very thankful. He really should be.
I'd be sending you guys flowers every
day.
What do you like, man? What flowers or
Case of
what,
beer.
or a
Football coaches
case of
don't really
beer
like
or,
flowers, do
or a box of barbecue or what do you want? What's that, Sonar? Yeah, Sonar says
wings
brisket.
up.
That would do it.
But,
Brisket, but
chicken wings.
What's your? Are you guys close? You and Dinan? You talk?
It's so Coach Dinan this is his season, right? They're in season right now, so it's hard for them to be out here.
I'm talking in the winter. Does he come out and do camps with you?
They do a camp.
They do a camp at the high school with the little kids.
Sure.
And they have a spring like flag football league they do. But
are we on a first name basis? No.
Yeah. You know what'd be cool though is if he had if they had, and maybe this is a little bit of an idea for somebody with the Carroll High School. You know what I would do if I was the head coach? I would build a beautiful box that my high school players, when they come out the locker room and go out in the field, I would have some type of box built, Dave, where I would have a Greyhound helmet.
Yeah.
I would have an Orange Crush helmet.
Yeah, great idea.
I would have a White Lightning helmet. I'd have a Maple Creek Middle School helmet. I'd have a Carroll Middle School helmet. So when my guys come out of the locker room or I say my final words, I say, look, you know what? We're playing Hamilton Southeastern tonight. I chose you. This is our community. Now, when you leave the locker room, you look up at those helmets in that box up there.
Remember.
Greyhound, you remember. White Lightning, you remember. Orange Crush, you remember. You remember where it all began, and now we are all Chargers.
Yeah,
and I think that would be a tremendous, like a compliment and a way for you guys, a way for me with the program to say thank you. And your contribution is right there when we go past those. And maybe we touch those helmets, Dave. Maybe if you're a Greyhound, you bump the Greyhound helmet.
Right.
And maybe if you're Orange Crush on the way out, just something
Yeah.
like that kind of bleeds it together because
Well, they have us out on games.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
they have the kids out there.
Yeah.
I'm talking. I want those helmets built in someplace in the locker room, man.
I
Maybe
got you.
that's
I got
Crazy
you.
Joe Walburn.
I
you
love
know
this
what I mean? But you know,
I like that idea.
I think it's an awesome idea because you know what?
is a
You're
good
going to love this. I was told last year Braden Steele made some tackles in games and was screaming Greyhound. You know what I mean? So I was told that. I mean,
I didn't, but I'm going to tell you right now, I
So-
love Braden Steele.
Oh my
too.
gosh!
My
I mean, he is. You know what he is?
lays the
You know
wood,
what he is?
man.
He is Bernard Pollard with that swag. You
Yep.
know, he reminds me of a young Bernard Pollard.
He's got the mane of a lion.
Oh,
You know
he's
what
a
I mean?
dog.
Did you guys see that Tay said that that hit across the middle wasn't that hard in that
bullshit.
documentary? Did you
I
see
love
that?
Tay-Tay. Yeah, hey, guys.
I saw Braden.
Did
I
you
was
see
like,
Tay on the-
hey,
did
you
see
heard
Tay-
that, right?
Did you see
that.
Tay on the sideline during
That's
the
what I'm
documentary?
saying. But hey, man,
Yeah, he got laid out.
He said it in the documentary. I don't know that hit was all that hard.
Well, you know what?
So go
I
do
love-
your
Why,
thing,
then
Steely.
why were you on the sideline?
Right?
Well, you know what it is. It's like when I used to play. You know, I got hit a couple times in the pocket, and you'll love this, Ben. I'd go back to my lineman, I'd smile and I'd say, "Oh, my teeth there," you know. And about 2 weeks later, oh, that wasn't that bad of a hit. You know what I mean? You know what
Go
I
ahead
mean?
and come across the middle again. See how you like it.
I love Tay-Tay. I love some Tay-Tay, and I'm so proud of Tay-Tay going to Notre Dame. But that hit changed that whole game.
Oh, yeah,
and that's the
sir.
kind of player. And that's the kind of player that Braden.
It took the life out of him.
It changed the whole game. I did that game for Summit City Sports, and that was a hit that we heard up. And I had a pair of headphones on doing the game, and I could hear that hit.
Yeah.
and it changed the
Watching the
whole
game,
game.
you heard it.
And that's what's awesome about Braden, man. Greyhounds, baby. A hit like that or a play, and he can change the course of a high school game. And I thought he was maybe. I mean, I could argue this year that he could be one of, if not, just as dominant player, just as good as Milan or Tay or any of the kids.
Sure.
Brian, I want to thank you for bringing some humor to me today. Because
Why?
that was some funny shit what you just said.
What? Watch it. I didn't make that up. Watch it. He
the
says
pride.
it.
Hey, I know that we got
Dude
some
got
kids that
laid
probably
out.
want to come on here and get interviewed. I don't know how to
Oh,
run
we-
your show or not, but I know
We've had a ton of them on, man.
Yeah, we've
So-
had a lot. We're going to wrap up.
Yep. But going forward, Ben,
yes.
what's your vision going forward? Just Greyhounds for life, baby. Just going to continue to churn out those great players, and that's
How long
and
can you
that's,
go?
Is that your journey?
Can
And
we
that's-
make it to 30 years?
I mean, is
Well-
is that obviously this is your contribution to the great Carroll program?
So ironically enough, today is my 17th wedding anniversary to my lovely wife.
Congratulations.
Where's your wife at?
Well,
Jackie.
she already went home with because my daughter's in the cheer program. They went home.
Congratulations.
So to answer your question, that's why I led with this. I could coach for 30 years. I don't know if I'd be married for 30 years.
Come on, Jackie.
So I kind of have told myself that I've got a date in my mind where I'm gonna
Do you?
that I'm gonna have to.
But you
walk
can
away.
stay on the board and hang out with me.
Yeah, maybe.
Dang.
We'll see. I love this more than that. You know,
Board work.
Yeah, board work. Is
You like
board
getting
work.
out in the
It's-
field, yeah.
I like this. Board works all year long.
Yeah.
But it needs done, and we got a great board. Everybody does a great thing, and
Yeah, they're gonna leave that
but-
cheese. Hey, tell them keep that cheese truck here. I was gonna get one of those grilled cheese, man.
So I wrapped up and
I see
gone.
they're going.
Burn
Hey,
nails
hey, come on now. I was gonna get one of those grilled cheese.
So were we going to interview any more kids? Because I
No,
asked the
we're
kid
done,
to
man.
stay. I'm sorry.
Oh, do you have a kid? You know, bring him
Yeah.
on real quick then.
Hey, Jace.
If you got a kid, just say, Jace, come on, Jace. Yeah, come on on here. I tell you what. You know what?
Hey,
Stay
grab
here.
Kyler.
You know what? Stay here. I want
Grab
Jace to
Kyler.
sit down. You guys talk to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Dave,
Yeah,
Dave, let him
grab
talk to him a
Kyler
little
over
bit.
here. Let's get Kyler over here.
Have a seat, Chase. Have a seat, Chase. Have a seat right here, buddy.
You want Kyler to sit there?
Yeah. You're gonna talk to the coach a little bit.
Come here, Kyler.
Scoot up a little
Come
bit,
here.
and then you want to be like about right here with the mic, okay?
Right here,
Use your
Kyler.
headset. Jeez.
Where'd you go? Right here. Put that headset on.
Okay, guys, go ahead. Go ahead. Talk with Jace a little bit.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ben.
Appreciate what you do, man.
So we have Jace Ryan here. Jace, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Get close to the mic.
What grade are you in, Jace?
5th.
You're in 5th grade. What is your? We're gonna pretend we're doing our interview, the end of year interview right here. So, what's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Pizza. Who is your favorite football player?
Brian Urlacher.
Yo! Let's go! Yeah! Man, so many kids don't even know who Brian Urlacher is.
I know. I was a little shocked. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo.
Were you even born when he was still playing? How long did you?
I don't know.
I just like the guy.
Oh, man, that's great. Great answer.
So, Jace, what's your favorite part about playing the game of football?
Tackling.
Tackling.
There you go.
Yeah. The king of
Contact.
the one answer word.
What,
The one word answer here.
Are you going to ask him what position he plays?
I am.
Okay.
So, Brian, you ask him.
Yeah.
You ask
Hey,
him
so
questions.
what position do we play?
Nose tackle.
Yeah, on defense. And on offense, where we at?
Tackle.
All right, so we're on the O-line, D-line. Give it up.
Yeah. And Jace here is another example of why I just can't give it up, because I love to see these kids just grow, because Jace is one of my players, and he's from where he started to where he's at now. He's a big playmaker, and he's one of those kids that I can get hard on, because I know when he's slacking and I know when he's playing hard, and there are times that we slack, Jace, so we need to straighten that out, right?
Yeah.
But most part, he's an animal. He's an animal.
All right.
Thanks, Jace.
I'll introduce Kyler over here. This is Kyler Galloway, Orange Crush. What grade are you in, Kyler?
Third.
3rd grade. And how many years have you? What year is this for you on the Orange Crush?
2nd.
Thanks, bud.
This is the 2nd year on the Orange Crush. You played as a 2nd grader, right? All right. So we'll ask you some questions, and maybe your dad already has this answer for you. But who's your favorite football player?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, big shocker, right?
Not
Big
as big of
shocker.
a round of applause
Right.
for that answer, was it? Huh?
Dude,
We love Urlacher.
when
I was
Jay said
hoping maybe-
Urlacher,
I was hoping to
going
Justin
nuts.
Fields.
Justin
Yeah.
Field, yes.
So, Kyler, did you score any touchdowns today?
I scored 3 in offense and 1 pick.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw
let's
a pick
go,
6
man.
today.
You got a pick 6?
Yeah, you got a pick 6
Yeah,
today.
boy, give me some.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing that ball, huh?
So, what other questions should I ask you? What's your favorite color? Let's answer that.
Blue.
Oh, what? Come on, Kyler!
Orange.
You're killing me, bro! You're killing me, man!
Hey, you know what? You're running to the next practice for that, man. Coach gonna make you run.
Did we ask you what your favorite food was?
No.
What's your favorite food?
Blueberries.
Blueberries.
Let's go, man. I tell you what, he's hitting you with that
Oh
orange.
man!
Now,
okay.
now, Kyler,
Wait, okay, go ahead.
how much fun is it to play for the Orange Crush?
Super.
Super. How much you like Coach here?
Really good.
Really good. That's right. That's a good answer.
What
See?
position do we play?
Running back and sometimes QB.
Let's go, man.
And he
That's
plays
exciting.
plays corner because he
What
picked
about
off
safety?
my quarterback.
That's what I was gonna say. What,
you know he plays
what
corner.
about on defense, buddy?
Corner.
That's right. You play defensive back, don't you? Kind of like Jorge played last year for Carroll, getting that big interception in that regional game.
No,
huh?
Jorge's one of my guys too. I can't forget
Oh
about
man,
Jorge.
There was a ton of Greyhounds in that backfield last
I
year.
tell you what, that was maybe the biggest interception in 2-6-0 playoff history in that Lafayette Jeff game. He doesn't get that. They drive down. You guys don't play that semi-state game. You don't get to that state championship game.
The funny thing about the Valdez is
Hey, Cal,
they were new to the league. They came late and they were assigned to our team because they moved into a community with the Steelies and the Beckers.
That's what Paula was saying.
And so, they asked, "Hey, Ben, can you take on 2 new players?" And that year was the first year that we were that we had to dissolve the 2 teams. So I was like, "I already got 40. What's 42?"
Yeah. Wow. And look who you got.
And I'm thinking, where are they from? I heard where they're from. Well, maybe one of them can kick field goals. And because I know they play soccer there. So and he came in and he single-handedly, Jorge did, lead us to a championship appearance. We didn't win,
crazy?
but it was like, God, thank you for these kids.
Yeah.
Can I introduce one more player?
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
Please do, Brian.
So this is Kellen Miller. You were going to hear that name in high school, I promise you.
Kellen Miller.
Yep. And
Let's go, baby.
What team do we play for there, Kellen?
Purple Storm,
And
Purple Storm, baby.
What position did we play?
quarterback and safety.
Let's go.
And listen to this. How many touchdown passes? How much did you score today?
I threw 2 touchdown passes and ran 2.
Yo,
Let's go.
So
Kellen Miller, huh?
Kellen's got a rocket for an arm, so you're going to be hearing that
man.
name.
He's the kid in the league where you're like, parents are like, how's this going? Because it's like flag and say, well, this league isn't really much about throwing. And then when you play this team,
Kellen's dropping dimes.
I do not know how we're going to defend that. Like you have to totally change it, like put in like a dime defense somehow, and like just I don't know. So
That's
So,
exciting.
Kellen,
take it easy. Take it easy on us this year, buddy.
Who's your favorite football player, Kellen?
Justin Fields.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I see you, Kellen. Yeah, baby, Bears, man.
Dad, is that true, or is he just saying that? He doesn't know. All right. Okay.
That's a great guy,
right.
though. For your favorite player, he's a run-pass quarterback. That's a great guy to watch and kind of work your game after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. What about high school football with Carroll? Who do you kind of like to watch on the great Carroll Charger high school team?
Jimmy.
Yeah, Bubba, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah, everybody loves Jimmy. I tell you what a great season that's going to be. But and lastly, Kellen, what's it mean to come out here, man, and play for Purple and enjoy this? How much do you appreciate that?
It's really fun to get better and hang out with your teammates and friends.
Beautiful.
What about your dad coaching? What's that like?
That's good, but he's on me a lot.
Dad, that's a good dad. Hey,
right.
Shouts out to Dad. You got a good dad. That's what you want with your father. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you know what, man?
Oh, can I get one of mine in?
Go ahead. And then Kellen, I tell you what, I'm gonna be watching that name.
Johnny,
I always did the games on Friday nights, so I'll be watching for your name and keep working hard. And man, every little bit of success you have, keep working hard and build upon it. We're all proud of you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Great kids, man. Great kids. All right, who we got next, man?
Jonathan Schlegel.
Greyhound, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Jonathan Schlegel. What position do you play?
Quarterback.
Oh, another quarterback, man. How'd you do today? How was your game today?
I think I played well.
You played well. Coach said you played well. What's it like playing for Ben and being a part of that great Greyhound pride? Now, with the Greyhounds, think of the names that have come through with the Greyhounds,
Yeah.
I mean, Jeffrey Becker, Braden Steele, all these great names over the years. What's it like to wear those colors and play for the Greyhounds?
I feel like that it's a really good opportunity to play football with the Greyhounds and Coach Ben, and
It means a lot to you.
Just remember, Mr. Schlegel,
Yeah.
do your job.
yeah.
That's all you.
That's
need to
all
know.
it is.
Do your job.
And that's the message with the Greyhounds, isn't it? Do your job, huh?
Yeah.
That's a great message, man. How excited were you last night going to bed knowing that today was the Jamboree?
I was really excited to play some football.
Yeah. Capture that, Sonar. There you go. There's the quote of the day on the podcast. I was really excited to play some football, man.
Represent the 260.
Yep. Favorite NFL football player?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor. Wow. Now I tell you what. Now you know what. Now you need to go down there and maybe talk to him about his agent. You know what I mean? Got to get him right. But okay. What about the great Carroll Chargers on Friday night? Who's that guy you like to watch that's playing for Carroll right now that you kind of look up to?
I don't know really any of their names.
Yeah, well, you have, I tell you what, Steely's Greyhounds.
Nate
I tell you what,
Starks.
Nate Starks. I tell you, Ben will tell you all the Greyhounds that are playing for Carroll, so you'll have to watch for those guys. But, man, last question. Next Saturday is for real, full game. How much fun, man? How much excitement will that be?
I think it would be really exciting.
Yeah, exactly, man. Well, congratulations. We're proud of you, man. Just do your job. Greyhounds for life, baby, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Represent the 260.
There you go, man. I tell you what, Brian.
Yep. Let's close it out.
We'll close it out. Sonar is going to close it out. First of all, man, congratulations on
Thank you.
the youth tackle program. It's been awesome
It's a
for
lot
the
of people.
260 and Rick Hobbs. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Everything, your board, Paula Steely, everybody who's come on, Amanda Myers. Thank you to everybody on the great board of the Carroll Youth Football and what you guys have done. And what a beautiful day. And I think that God was smiling on us. He kind of held the rain off. And just congratulations, man. I'm going to kind of open the mic and let you say the final words and just talk about what it's meant that you guys have been able to build this. And, you know, being part of the 260, it's just great to see this in our community.
Yeah, I'm just really proud of our community, really proud of the work the board has done to make this kind of event. And, you know, there's a lot of pride. And then we get to, you know, see these kids play and follow them through high school and middle school. And it just a lot of pride comes to mind and very thankful.
Yeah.
Super proud of our community, our school. So
absolutely,
it's a
and
great. I'll close with this. I believe that Charger Youth Football provides the best youth football tackle experience in Northeast Indiana. I'll put it out there. All right.
And
so
you know
that's
what?
how proud I am of our league.
And you know what? I would back it up today, seeing everything. Not only the kids playing football,
Yep.
full tackle,
Yes, sir.
cheerleading. How awesome is the cheerleading program? The
Yep.
organization, the food trucks, the parents, the community, the board, the resources, the capital, the 260, laying it down. Today was about the greatness of
Yes,
the
sir.
Carroll Youth Football.
Thank you to our main sponsor, OPS. Couldn't do it without you guys.
And OPS, thank you, OPS, for putting the capital and the commitment in our community. So shout outs to OPS and Dr. Russell and everybody that's part of that, man.
And then
You know,
thank you to you guys for coming out and
that's my
supporting youth
pleasure.
football.
But absolutely, I'll always support youth football, man. So it's been an honor, Dave. We really enjoyed the show.
Yep.
Denise, thank you for the effort. Sonar, I want to take a moment. Dennis Green, Sonar from Chicago, thank you for all that you did putting this up. I tell you what, anybody that wants to do a podcast or anybody that wants to get into the broadcasting and be able to shoot these podcasts, multi-format, you can find them, Sonar. Nobody does it better. But no, it's been an honor. And once again, a program spoken with pride.
Yes, sir.
The Carroll
You better pan
Youth
that out, 'cause
football program.
Dave wants to get some parting words.
Oh, go ahead, Dave. Yep, go ahead, Ben.
Look over here. Ben's over there coaching right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ben's over
He
there.
doesn't know any
working.
other way.
No, he's just. And I tell you what, not only would I have the helmets, but
Right there.
well, I'd put his picture in the locker room too over at Carroll if it was me. You know what I mean? But again, Carroll Youth Program, a program spoken with pride in the 260. It's been an honor, and again, we are the 260.